Hello everybody, I'm Grissom's Battalion Cadet Command Sergeant Major, and today we'll be going over the uniform regulations for both male and female officers and enlisted. Starting off with the shoulder rank insignia, the pin-on rank insignia is worn on the epaulets of the ACU coat, centered between the edge of the button and the shoulder seam. You are only permitted one cord per each shoulder. Your JROTC insignia should be centered 5/8 of an inch above notch, centerlining and bisecting the notch and parallel to the inside edge of each lapel. Your torch should be centered an inch and 1/4 of an inch below JROTC insignia, centerlining and bisecting the JROTC insignia and parallel to the inside edge of each lapel. Star or your wreath should both be centered 1/4 of an inch above the nameplate. Your nameplate should be placed 1 or 2 inches above the top button of the coat and centered horizontally. Your team arc pin should be worn in alphabetical order, parallel to the waistline of the coat, beginning at the center line of the second and third button. Your ribbon should be centered with the bottom row and aligning with the nameplate. Third and subsequent rows can be aligned to the left to present a better appearance. Each row should have a spacing of 1/8 of an inch apart. We will now move on to the male officers. Starting off with the shoulder rank insignia, it will be worn the same as the female officer. The insignia should be centered between the edge of the button and the shoulder seam. Your JROTC insignia should be centered 5/8 of an inch above notch, and your torch should be centered 1 1/4 of an inch below the JROTC insignia, both parallel to the inside edge of each lapel. The core regulations remain the same for the male officers. Your star or your wreath should both be centered 1/4 of an inch above top of the right breast pocket. Your nameplate should be centered on the right breast pocket flap and centered between the button and the top of the pocket. Your team arc pin should be worn in alphabetical order between the breast pocket flap and the bottom of the pocket. 8 pins spaced 1/8 of an inch apart with 2 rows spaced 1/2 an inch apart. Your ribbon should be centered 1/8 of an inch top of the pocket flap. Third and subsequent rows can be aligned to the left to present a better appearance. The ribbon should have 1/8 of an inch apart from each other. The uniform regulation remains the same for enlisted. The only difference will be in their corps insignia. The corps insignia should be centered 5/8 of an inch above notch, centerline and bisecting the notch and parallel to inside edge of each lapel. I will now go over the hair and accessory regulations for both male and female cadets, starting off with female cadets. Female cadets can have different hairstyles as long as they are neat and conservative. That can consist of 1 or 2 braids, a ponytail end, or a bun. Highlights are also permitted as long as they look natural and professional. You are permitted to wear 1 ring on each hand as well as stud diamond earrings. No other piercings are allowed. That includes lip, nose, eyebrow, etc. Acrylics are permitted, but they must not exceed 1/2 an inch from the fingertip. They should all be one solid design. 1 wrist accessory is permitted. This is also applicable to male cadets. Male cadets are not allowed to wear jewelry. This includes earrings or necklaces. However, for religious purposes, they are permitted but should not be visible. This is also applicable to female cadets. Facial hair is permitted, mustache and beard, but it should not exceed 1/4 of an inch in length. Hair should not touch ears or be past the collar.